So we're going to take care of this quick and easy tonight. What we're looking for, what we're trying to build here is the ability to use a drop down. Let me go into play mode here. Drop down and see all of these items that we can select from. And then we're going to use this selection here to filter a table that's going to sit here, a gallery that's going to sit here. But the key here is we want to collect these distinct names and we want to add all to it. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right to how to get this done. It's not that tough. So here what we've done is we've gone ahead and inserted a drop down. So you can just go here and search for drop down and let me see if I can get that down a little bit. Okay. So here we just hit drop down and we add the drop down. That's what we did, and we reset it over in properties to the proper size we wanted. Then we want to take and we want to adjust the items to be a collection. So let me show you why we want to use a collection. We could do a sort in here, by the way, a distinct sort, but we want this to show all, add it to the content that's actually found within the list. And you see here we have 19, 1, 3, 6, 1. So if we look at those, all the related IDs on these are going to be the same. They'll be 2026 future, right? Or dev. So we don't want, 32 of them showing up in our dropdown. We only want the distinct values showing up, just one version of it. Okay? So anyways, let's go back here to the app. So here in the app on start, let's go ahead and push that baby down a little bit. And here's what we're looking at right here. Okay. So the on start, I'm going to move that over just a smidge so you can see it there. It just says ascending at the end. And okay. So here we want to do a clear collect first. And we're going to give this a collection. So you're going to type in clear collect. And then you're going to type in the name of the collection. This can be any name that you like. It doesn't matter. I happen to use COL and then the name of the field. So this is a collection for that field. This is the field name or the column name within the list. Okay. So I named it column related ID, comma, and then squiggly bracket value. Now why value? Because when we look at this data in here, I'll show you a different view, it'll be a little easier for you. And then we're going to put in all. Then we're going to say do a collection, and we're going to sort this information. As you can see here, I'm going to move over a little bit so you can see it. So we're going to say here collect now. Again, we added the value all to this collection. Now we're going to, and we cleared it, right? So it's cleared. Now we're going to add that same collection. We're just going to collect it, and we're going to run this sort. So this is the command for distinct right there. This is the name of the list. This is the name of the column. And then we tell it to do a sort order of ascending. And then we put in these things. So if you need to, pause the video, check it out. We'll be able to, you'll be able to replicate this right in your environment. So let's take a look and test it and make sure that it's working for us. So pause the video again. This is what you need to do. You'll just replace, you'll add your own name here, whatever name you choose. You'll add the list that you're working from and the column that you're working from. And that's it, all right? So then let's go ahead and move back over to here and let's see what this looks like. So this is in on start under app. And that's an important distinction. This is going to run on start when the application starts. You could also have within a screen, for example, you have on visible. And inside of on visible, as you can see, you can run other things. So it's just really dependent on how you want to set it up. I do a lot of my stuff in the on start for the app, but it could be anything that you want. All right, so let's take a look at the variable. So once you get done making the adjustment, you're just going to click in here and say run on start. So we can do that. All right. Then we can check the collection itself. Notice here, we have the collection right here. This is the one we created. We're just going to click on here and say View Table. Now notice here that we have a table here and everything is showing up. Okay? So let's do a real quick change here. I just want to change the value real quick so you can kind of see what happens here. Just in case this happens to you, that, you know, you can handle it. So this value right here, did you notice when we were inside of here and we had opened up this table, notice that the column is value, that it's pulling this information into. This is important. So if you don't know what it is, you could run the collection. You could do this collection first, right here. You could just do this collection and see if it says value or result or what have you. Value is what it says. But here, let's say that I put in result equals all. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and run this again. And we're going to go over to the collection again. We're going to view table. Now notice that there's a column here called result. So I can add information to this collection randomly or from different data sources. And we're not going to talk about that today, but I can do that. But the result for my application is not what I want. So let's go back to the application itself. Let me cancel out of there. Let's go back to the application. And we're going to go ahead and look at that screen that I was just on. Hopefully I can find it again. I think it's this screen. Good. Now notice this right here. Notice that it's blank. And when we click on it, notice that all is not in there, but the name of everything else is in there. Now, will this work? You know, it will work just fine. But we want it to say all. And so remember, to fix that, we're going to go back up here to app. We're going to go down here. And we're going to make sure that this says value, because that is the column inside of our collection that's collecting all of this information. Okay? So now let's go ahead and see if that worked. Run on start. Go over to our collection. View the table. We only have one. We have all in there. Perfect. It's exactly what we wanted to see. Go back to the app itself, and now notice all appears. If we run it, it looks exactly like we want it to. So that's how you kind of get everything in and put that value inside of that drop down. And now, although we're not going to talk about it in this video, we can go and do whatever we want, sort on whatever we want, and then only that information will appear inside. This is going to be a task gallery. I'll do some other videos on it. But, and that's how that works. So good luck.